Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jasmine Hodo, and today I'm going to be giving you a briefing on the dangers of texting and driving. But first, I'm going to start off with a brief video. So it's so easy for someone to be distracted by texting and driving. Back in April of 2016, I was one of those people. I was driving about 45 miles per hour down a 35 mile per hour road, and while texting someone, I dropped my phone. So I went to pick up my phone, and in those 3 to 5 seconds of me bending down to pick up my phone and coming back up, boom, I hit someone. So it's really fortunate for me that no one was hurt in that accident. However, I flipped the truck over, and upon the arrival of the ambulance, they thought that they were coming to a scene of a crime where someone may have died. That was an eye-opener for me. So I chose this topic because it was a wake-up call for me, and it also could save someone's life later on down the road. Today, I will explain 3 reasons why texting and driving is unacceptable. Texting and driving is distracting, it's illegal, and it's very dangerous. So first, we're going to start off with why texting and driving is distracting. So texting and driving causes a trifecta of distractions, to include visual, manual, and cognitive distractions. So a visual distraction would be anything that'll take your eyes off the road. It takes an average of 3 seconds to take your eyes off the road for an accident to occur. A manual distraction, when you're texting, you're taking your hands off of the wheel and you're putting your hands on your phone. That's also a distraction. Cognitive distraction, you're taking your mind off of safe driving while texting. In that moment, you're thinking about nothing but what's going on in that text message and nothing going on around you. The average speed in the US is 55 miles per hour. It takes 5 seconds for you to look at a text message. In that 5 seconds, going 55 miles per hour, you could have gone a whole football field. So now that we've discussed why texting and driving impairs your functionality while behind the wheel, we're going to talk about how it's illegal. So in the state of Georgia, the law is cut and dry: no texting and driving. Texting and driving is among the serious offenses, along with super speeders, reckless driving, improper lane change, and tailgating other vehicles. There are also very negative sanctions that come along with texting and driving. You can get a fine of up to $150, and you can also receive jail time if you get several of these offenses, and you can get a point on your license. That also comes with hefty fines. You can get your license suspended, your insurance rates can go up, and you can get possible prison time. In the state of Georgia, everyone knows ignorance is no excuse to the law. So now that we've talked about the law and the bad things that can happen to you for texting and driving, we're now going to move on to how dangerous it is to text and drive. So texting and driving can actually make you a higher risk of getting into an accident than having a DUI, which is drinking and driving. So distracted driving causes many preventable deaths a year. According to the CDC, in 2015, a reported 391,000 people were injured due to distracted driving. That could be texting, eating, all kinds of things that people do while driving. And also, in 2015, a study shown by CDC that about 3,477 people were killed due to those drivers driving distracted. Every day, 11 teens die from texting while driving. How do you explain this to someone's family, that you were texting and driving and you weren't able to pay attention to the road, so you may have killed their kid or you may have killed their loved one? Now that we've discussed the dangers, the type of distractions, and the legal matters that come with texting and driving, we're going to move on to the closing. So texting and driving is dangerous. It can result in negative sanctions. You have to pay many fines. You can get possible injury or death. And you're just being distracted on the road when you should be paying attention to what you're doing. The law prohibits texting and driving while operating a motor vehicle. Texting and driving is dangerous and can cause serious bodily injury to yourself or others on the road. So be mindful of those out there that are on the road driving as well. 1 out of 4 car crashes in the U.S. are caused by texting and driving. And that is why texting and driving is dangerous.
6 minutes, 20 seconds.